Thanks to everyone for being here today. I obviously have to thank some people specifically, Dr. Hilpert, Mr. McLean, Dana, the whole search committee. I just appreciate you showing the faith in me to lead this program, and just realize during this entire search how proud you are of this university, how proud you are of the athletic program, and how proud you are of the women's basketball program here, that you've entrusted it to me. So I want to thank you first. To have Coach Ferris and to have Coach Clark here, just two legends. I appreciate you taking the time for driving Coach Clark, Coach Ferris for coming here and being a part of my first day here. I hope to see you around quite a bit. Want to thank Coach Tracy Wells at Tennessee State for giving me my first coaching opportunity in college. Coach Dave Luce, who's the head men's coach and athletic director at Austin Peay, taught me a lot about the game. Especially Carrie Daniels, the head coach there now. She was nothing but positive and wishing me nothing but success when I applied for this position. So I definitely need to mention them. My parents, my mom and dad, who live in Memphis. I remember my mom was, when we first moved there, didn't have a basketball goal in my backyard, so she'd take me up to the rec center and she'd make sure all the big kids wouldn't shoot on the goal when they wanted to come in and play full court, because I had a little goal on the side and she would run them off. I'm sure they was thinking, who was that crazy lady over there on the side? But always the biggest supporter of me. And my dad was a small college referee in West Virginia and Ohio before we moved to Memphis. And my earliest memories were following him in the gym. So I must thank my parents. And finally, my family. I've been married to the former Leslie Biddle for 18 years. We have two boys, a 15 and a 12-year-old. They hate it that they can't be here today. Leslie had her last day of work today. David, our 15-year-old, he's going to try to finish up his Eagle Scout project in the next 4 weeks, so he's probably working on that right now. I'm a little nervous because it involves wood cutting, so hopefully everything's fine when I call him later tonight. And Will is playing in a baseball tournament, and I definitely need to talk with Dana and David afterwards about what we talked about on during the interview. But a quick story about Leslie real quick. Two things. She actually, the day before she was born, her parents, both graduates of here, got their master's degree at Delta State. They lived in Arcola. And she, unbeknownst to her, was at a game the day before she was born, a Delta State Lady Statesman game. And they packed the bag. They were ready for her in case she came a day early. So she's been introduced to Lady Statesman basketball at a young age. And she told me when we moved to Clarksville in 2003, I was a volunteer assistant for Austin Peay. And she said, boy, you can recruit, David, because you came in and told me, now we're going to move to Clarksville, and you're not going to get paid, and we're going to go have to find 2 jobs to make it. And then she said, okay, let's go. So, if I was able to recruit my wife to go up there 9 years ago, hopefully we can bring some young ladies like Veronica here to Delta State. I do want to thank you, Veronica, for coming here. I didn't get to meet you during the interview. Right after this interview is over, I'm going to the registrar's office. I'm going to see if there's one class left that maybe you have to take for next year. I'll get on the recruiting trail right away. But thank you for coming. And Brooke and Keith, it means a lot for you to come today and support me and be here. I appreciate it. It's not lost on me what this program means and what's been entrusted to me, what it means to the university, what it means to the community, what it means to women's basketball in general, nationally. I don't take that responsibility lightly. When we recruit, we're going to go into 17, 18-year-old young ladies' homes. We're going to go to the gym, and their history goes back probably about 3 years. That's probably ancient history to them. But I think when you recruit them, they need to understand what it means to put that uniform on. They need to understand the expectations and the level of excellence that's expected here. So I just want to outline a little bit what you can expect from that level from me, hopefully from the players, and then us together on the court. Integrity from me. We're going to do things the right way recruiting. I'm going to do the right way in dealing with people here on campus, out in the community. I'm going to have the best interests of the players in mind at all times. Enthusiasm for the game. As I said a little earlier, I grew up in the gym. I love the game of basketball. Like to be around it all the time, love to be around it all the time. I think when the players see how excited you are to come out and work with them each day and to be positive, hopefully that's infectious, it rubs off on them. But they're going to see an enthusiasm for the game all the time. There's just no time to be negative. We'll stay after them and we'll work them hard, but it just takes away from being great. So an enthusiasm all the time. Attention to detail. I think if you have enthusiasm, you're going to have attention to detail, but I'm going to follow closely our players' academic performance. I want to be there as some checks and balance to make sure they're here to get their degree and that they're progressing towards their degree. Practice is going to be detailed, it's going to be fast-paced, and hopefully we're going to be prepared that any team, whatever a team throws at us in the game. So obviously attention to detail is important in any job, especially when you want to play at this high of a level, you have to have it. And I want to promote the program at all times. I'll touch on that a little bit at the end, but I'll be accessible. I'll do whatever you ask of me, and the players will, to be out in the community to bring fans to the games. Players, accountability. I want you to always act as if mom's watching, as if you're representing your teammates, you're representing yourself, you're representing your family, and you're representing your university. So I'll preach accountability a lot. Attitude. You've got to be willing to put aside what's gone on, good day, bad day. You have 3 hours of homework after practice, or you've had a good day and you're excited about something after practice. But I'm going to ask you to come to practice or any team function with a great attitude. Body language says a lot. How you say something means a lot. Just a great attitude. Effort. I'm asking for 2 hours of your time. I expect great effort for 2 hours. I'll give you that great effort right back for 2, but I ask for you and your teammates that you give me what you have for 2 hours. And enthusiasm as well too. When you have enthusiasm, it doesn't make the work seem so much like work. You're getting better with your teammates and you're having some fun. On the court, us together, I want us to be prepared. As I said earlier, I want us to be able to be ready for anything another team throws at us at any time. We're not shocked. We haven't seen anything. We've gone over it. We're ready to react to it. I want us to be tough. If you have a 4-point game that you've won or lost, there's about 70 to 80 possessions on offense in a game. That's 1 possession in each half that you didn't get a loose ball, that we didn't set a proper screen, that we didn't guard a screen correctly. So I want us to have a level of toughness out on the floor that we just do all the little things better than the other teams we play. Defensively, what you can expect is man-to-man. I learned under Coach Luce, who's the winningest coach in Ohio Valley Conference history. He pretty much hangs his hat on man-to-man. I think in women's basketball, on the 30-second shot clock, you can do some other things. I think you can change defenses up. You can take the basketball out of some of the better players' hands of who will play, so you'll see some other stuff, but we're basically going to play man-to-man defense. Offensively, I want our players to have defined roles so that they're comfortable, relaxed, and confident when they're out on the floor, that they know if they take a shot, it's the right shot, they're not looking over their shoulders. So I want a confident, aggressive, relaxed team on the offensive end. And out in the community, to the former players, I want you around. I think an assistant men's coach at Austin Peay right now that played there, he had a great quote a few weeks ago. When you leave some skin somewhere, it means something to you. And I want you back on campus. I want you around the players. I want that aura of greatness and what you've accomplished. I want you to come back. You're welcome back at any time. Hopefully we'll do some things in the future to make that happen. But definitely you are welcome in that gym at any time, welcome in the office at any time. I want the former Lady Statesmen to come back. Know that on the campus and the community, I'm asking for your support. We will be accessible. We will have community involvement. We're a part of this community. I want our young ladies and myself to be great ambassadors for the team. They will work extremely hard out on the court, and I hope they deserve and I think expect your support. And so I'm asking you to come out and support the Lady Statesmen. Once again, just thank you for the opportunity to lead this storied program, and I'm ready to get down here and excited to start this journey. Thank you.